Hello, I'm Julian Littleford, and first off I'd like to thank Abby for being my demonstrator today. I own and operate JL Body Conditioning in Del Mar, California, and in today's podcast and the following ones we're going to do a slight little twist on the classic work. The first one we're going to do is a seated mermaid. So we start with the knee in line with the hip on the right hip. The left heel is in line with the left knee, obviously in line with the hip. And for those of you that are shorter or vertically challenged, we place the foot on a ball so you can work the adductors. We don't need it for Abby, so we'll leave that right there. The toes are in line with the heel. As I said, the shoulder blades, hip, knee, and ankle are in one line. She takes a deep inhalation. Exhale as she places the hand on the bar, and you gently keep the weight down into the heel, and she brings the body over, and then the left arm goes forward from midline and lines up in line with the armpit. You place your hand on her rib cage and gently stretch her over for a deeper stretch in those external obliques and transverse abdominals. She reaches through the left hand as she brings it all the way back to center. And she's just going to swing around and do the other side for us, because I want to talk about a couple of things. First thing I want to talk about is the shoulder blades pulling down and back. You want to think of the Superman logo across here and anchoring down in here. Most important thing, as I said before, was that the hips are in line, one in line with the other. The heel is also in line, middle of the iliac crest right there. When she goes over, the lengthening is on the top portion. Think of going up and over something in this hand versus pushing down towards the floor. When she brings the arm forward, when you bring the arm forward from midline, you feel the stretch immediately when you come over versus bringing it up and over, where you only get the stretch from this point here, which is your midline. And stretch. And gently come back to center. Okay, and that's version 1. Okay, this is version 2 of the seated mermaid, adding a little bit more of balance and a little bit more of a challenge on the external and transverse abdominals. Okay, you're going to start sitting on this hip with both legs out towards me. The hand is directly in line with the hip and in the center of the bar. The feet or legs are split, top leg going back. You stand and give them a little bit of resistance with your legs so she can squeeze and work those legs supporting the hips like so. The left hand is there. She lifts the arm up. She takes a deep inhalation and pushes the bar down towards the floor. That's the start. From here, she doesn't let the rib cage touch my fingers as she lifts the bar towards the ceiling. When she goes back over, she does not let the rib cage touch my hand here. So she's going up and over the finger versus through it. She comes back up. The rib cage lengthens, she comes up and over my fingertips there for the left side. The hips should remain stacked, one on top of the other, and when I step away, there should be no change in that shape. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. Those are two slightly different versions of the classic exercise, and it should just add some little bit more of increased awareness throughout the area from the bottom rib to the iliac crest to make it longer and leaner versus shorter and fatter. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.